ornithologists. You guys are my young bird scientists. I'm here on location at Martis Valley to read this book called A Nest is Noisy, because we've been studying bird nests. And behind me is a really, really cool place for looking at a pretty special nest. So I came to Martis Valley, kind of close to where North Star is. I'm on the North Star side of Route 267. I pulled into the dirt parking lot and started hiking south, which was to the left. We hiked for about 10 minutes, maybe it's about half a mile, and we came to this tunnel. And the tunnel goes over some water. It actually lets the water go from one side of the valley to the other. Behind me, I'm going to try to make it so you can see, are some adhering nests. The nests are stuck right onto the side of the cement, and they are sort of a sphere shape with a little hole on one end where the birds go in and out of there. They lay their eggs in there, and it is made entirely of mud. So they don't use any other nesting materials. They only use the mud and form it with their beaks. So there are some really cool mud nests behind me. You're going to be a little bit crookedy here while I read to you. But this right here, trying to get us straight, is a barn swallow. So this is the type of bird that would have made that nest. The real ones are smaller than this. That's what it sounds like, though. And if you got really close to one, you'd be able to see that it actually has blue plumage and a little bit of rust-colored plumage on its belly and its and the top of its breast and its throat. But when you see them just flying around here, they look pretty small with sort of pointed wings. So that's one way to identify them. They're usually in really big groups of hundreds of them. This time today, I've only seen one, which tells me that they're migrating. They've started migrating here, but they haven't yet arrived. And so I'm going to come back in a few days, and I'm going to see if there are more. There should be hundreds of them, or there will be hundreds of them. And usually they're flying in and out and in and out and in and out from their nests, out gathering materials, gathering food, and bringing it into their babies that are in there hatching. So usually these nests are noisy, but right now they're very, very quiet. And the nests are kind of degrading that are in there, so they'll come back, they'll repair the nests, and they'll build some new ones. A nest is noisy. Look at that, there's an orangutan in a nest. Can you believe it? A nest is noisy. It is a nursery of chirping. This is the ruby-throated hummingbird nest. A hummingbird nest is only this big. It could fit right there in my 3 fingers. Buzzing, squeaking, peeping, bubbling babies. The purpose of a nest is for laying eggs and protecting eggs. It's not a house. A nest is welcoming. Many birds assemble a cradle for their eggs, knitting together leaves and twigs and softening it with grass, hair, moss, fluffy seeds, leaf skeletons, or even a snake's old skin. Listen to all those nesting materials that they could use. They might also add candy wrappers, plastic bags, and bits of cloth or paper. Birds are not the only animals that make nests. Orangutans climb high into the rainforest canopy, where each day they braid a new bed of strong branches and line it with a mattress of leaves and twigs. On rainy nights, a woven umbrella of leaves keeps them dry. A nest is enormous or tiny. One of the largest bird nests is the dusky scrub fowls. Their mounded nests are made of decomposing leaves and twigs their nest could be more than 36 feet long and 16 feet high. The smallest bird's nest, the bee hummingbirds, is a golf ball sized cup of moss, lichen, bark, and leaves, usually wrapped in a spider's silk. They're brilliant. They found spider webs and they knew how strong they are. They make a very, very strong but tiny nest. The stretchy silk lets the nest expand as the babies grow larger. A nest is spiky. Elf owls and cactus wrens select a prickly nest place as a refuge from slithering snakes and other hungry hunters. So these ones here behind me, it's a pretty cool behavioral adaptation that they have learned to build them up high, adhered or stuck to an overhang, because it is very, very difficult for a predator like a snake or a peregrine falcon to get in and get under there and get their babies. So it's a really cool behavior adaptation. Okay, I'm going to go on to this page. A nest is neighborly. So here is an example of a pendant nest made by an oriole. There is safety in numbers. So some nest builders live in colonies. That's what this is behind me. This is a colony of nests. Think of it as a nest city, where there are more ears and more eyes to raise alarm when predators, animals that eat other animals, are near. Usually when I come here, all you have to do is walk anywhere near the nest and all of the birds start chirping and chattering and wildly going in and out and back and forth. Here comes one little one now over me. But they go really, really wild if they think that a predator is near. So in a few weeks, if you come here and they're nesting and they've migrated in hundreds, you might notice that they're really, really sounding the alarm that there's someone there. All right, in towns of hundreds of inhabitants, black-tailed prairie dogs also make grassline nesting chambers within the labyrinth of burrows. A nest is peculiar. Some nests are peculiar. Look at that. That's an army ant nest. This here, though, cave swiftlets concoct a nest entirely made of saliva. They don't even gather nesting materials. They use their own saliva, and it solidifies and hardens like this mud into a nest. Swinging its head from side to side, the male spits long pearly strands onto the wall of a cave that harden into a lacy bowl when exposed to air. Bird's nest soup made from swiftlet nests is among the most expensive food eaten by humans. Let's not eat that. A nest is muddy. These are mud nests, but this is very different. Flamingos erect a heap of mud, grass, and stone about 12 inches tall and lay a single egg in a depression at the top. The height protects the egg from changing water levels and too much heat on the ground. Both parents feed their hatchlings crop milk from their digestive tracts until they leave the nest. Look at that. They lay one egg. A nest is also adopted. Some creatures choose nests made by others to breed their offspring. Cowbirds and common cuckoos lay their eggs in nests of other birds where they're hatched and raised by the mother of a different species. Cowbirds do that a lot. So our project that I wanted to do with you this year that we still might be able to do was to build bluebird nesting boxes. The number one thing that goes wrong with those is that a cowbird will try to get in there and steal the nesting habitat, the little the cavity, and go in there for itself. So there are a couple tricks of building nesting boxes that keep the cowbirds away. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. A nest is noisy, buzzing, swishing, rustling, flapping, and humming with babies, but only until they are ready to fly, swim, or crawl away. Then a nest is quiet. And that's what I found when I came here today. Right now, these nests are very quiet. It's the quietest I've ever seen them. But like I said, birding is like a treasure hunt. You go out, you hope to see something, but really nature's in charge. And it's either there or it's not there. And sometimes you go out hunting for a certain treasure or a certain bird that you want to see and you don't see it, but you see something else that's spectacular. Or sometimes you get to just enjoy the quiet. Okay, take a deep breath.